In this world, there is real evil. In the darkest shadows and in the most ordinary places. These are the true stories of the innocent and the unimaginable. When Morgan Knudsen moves into an apartment with a friend from work, she feels life is just beginning. But the spirit of a lost child threatens the peace of their new home. Now, Morgan must risk everything to save those she loves from an entity dead set on destruction. Between the world we see and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality. Edmonton, Canada, a trading post turned modern metropolis, known as the Gateway to the North. But within this bustling city, other gateways exist to a dark, unholy realm.
Mommy?
February 2003. Morgan Knudsen, now 20 years old, is a musician and aspiring composer. And until recently, she had no home of her own.
I was going from place to place and house to house. It was terrible, not having that place to say, this is my home.
6 months earlier, her parents divorced and left the province. But Morgan decided to stay and find an apartment.
I had nowhere to go. My extended family was not close. I was relying so much on my friends.
Recently, Morgan found a job at a computer tech support center. But she still can't afford a place on her own.
Help?
Oh my gosh, Bob, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just need a little help here.
Bob Levesque also works at the tech center.
All right, let's pretend here.
That was easy.
Yeah. Move it a little to the right.
He was very outgoing, very friendly,
Right.
and we connected right off the bat.
Just a tad more. Okay, wait, that's way too far. Go back a little bit.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, sorry, you know what? It's perfect.
That's good.
All right, let's try
Your Majesty.
He was having roommate trouble as well.
This is nice.
So we thought, you know, let's start looking for a place together.
They get lucky, finding the perfect apartment atop a 4-story walk-up.
And we both wear our hearts on our sleeves. So everything that we loved went out onto shelves, which made the place very special. Bob was in a really tough place. He had separated from his wife and hadn't seen his kids in months. That physical separation and distance was very, very difficult for him.
Bob,
Huh?
what are all
Oh.
these?
Sorry, I've been feeling a little funny about this. But they're Wicca candles.
Wicca? Like witches and warlocks?
That's the popular misconception. Wicca is a religion like any other. Only we honor the earth and nature. Most people look at it like it's a Dungeons and Dragons witchcraft.
Don't worry, Bob. I'm agnostic. I don't care what you pray to.
Good. You see, each candle has a special purpose and meaning. This one represents love. And this one, protection.
Cool.
It was nice having something that represented an emotion and a feeling that I hadn't had for months.
Now, come here. Welcome home, roommate.
Bob was really the ideal roommate. I couldn't ask for an easier person to stay with.
A few days later,
Is it working?
No. Well, here, try it with your key.
All right.
It was almost like somebody had the lock on the other side and wasn't allowing us to undo it.
Great. Is there somebody in there?
Wait here.
We heard noises like shuffling and footsteps. What's going on? Was it a burglar?
Everything all right?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have a good night.
I mean, there was no one in there. There was no shadows moving around. There was nothing.
Bob? Bob?
Hey. Got the key to work. Must have been some trick to it or something. What?
You just startled me, that's all.
Oh. I guess the noise we were hearing was coming from the apartment next door.
But the apartment next to us is empty.
Oh, well, these old buildings just tend to sigh and creak. It's probably nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
later that night.
Go to bed, Bob. Sorry, I thought I heard something.
I told you, these old buildings tend to creak.
And sigh, right. I guess that's it. All right, good night.
Good night.
I wasn't sure what to make of it. It was very, very unnerving.
Huh? Morgan?
I don't know.
Really appreciate it.
That's all right.
Morgan and Bob have lived in their apartment for 2 weeks when they throw a small housewarming party.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I guess chivalry isn't dead after all. Who knew you were so strong, Court?
Oh, she says that to all my slaves.
Okay.
No, seriously, Morgan, I wouldn't have needed your slaves to carry me up if you had moved into a building with an elevator.
Morgan invites Stephanie Wirtz, a grad student and her best friend.
In high school, me and Morgan, we hung out all the time. We became extremely close and still are. I consider her like a sister to me.
I would like to propose a toast to the new apartment.
And new friends.
And new possibilities.
Courtney Clapperton
Hear, hear.
manages the tech center where Morgan and Bob work.
First time I met Morgan, she really stepped up and went above and beyond what I think normal people do in trying to assist other people in being the best they could be.
These are, possibly the most hideous things I've ever seen.
Hey, these are my good luck charms. I painted these myself.
She had also a spark about her.
So, who's got some dirt to dish? Anybody?
Well, I have been wondering who my roomie has been sneaking off to see the past couple of nights.
Wow.
I know you're trying to be quiet, but I can still hear footsteps. Who's the lucky lady?
Come on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Which department does she work in?
Oh, maybe it's just Morgan's wishful thinking, okay? Well, maybe somebody here is hoping for a late night rendezvous with you-know-who.
Stephanie? Court is a friend and a supervisor at work.
Oh, does she flirt with you there too, Court?
I'm not flirting. Hats off to the chef. Meal was excellent.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Were you serious about hearing footsteps at night? Because I wasn't lying, it's not me.
Well, I believe you. I guess my ears are just playing tricks on me.
No, they're not. I've been hearing things too. And I've seen some things. The other night I saw what I think was a spirit. The spirit of a little 8-year-old boy. His name was Joseph.
How do you know his name?
He told me. He's come a couple of times. He talks to me. Look,
I was concerned that maybe his subconscious was generating, I'd hate to say an imaginary friend, but something to replace that need to be with his children.
I've never experienced anything like this before. Have you?
It didn't hurt you or scare you?
No, not at all. I kind of felt sorry for him, actually. Wait. I got an idea. I'll be right back.
I couldn't knock out of my mind the occurrences that had happened earlier with the footsteps and the door lock. What if this is connected?
According to Wiccan belief, lighting this candle will bring a special sense of peace and harmony to the home.
Many Wiccans believe sacred objects focus and strengthen their prayers.
It'll unify us. You, me, Joseph.
What if this boy is spirit.
The next morning,
Hey, don't forget I got a doctor's appointment today. I'm off. I'll see you later at the office.
Good luck, Bob.
Those keys had not been on the hook. They had literally come out of nowhere. I've always been a little bit more of a skeptic than a believer, but I can't explain what just happened.
Is there anything else? All right, have a good day, sir.
Billy, I gotta tell you.
Hello?
What are you doing later?
I need to talk.
Why don't you come on over? What's up?
You sound weird.
Yeah, I feel weird. I don't want to get into this over the phone, but Bob thinks there's a ghost in our apartment,
A ghost?
Yeah.
or a spirit of some kind.
It was a relief to me to be able to tell somebody that I knew without question would believe what I was telling them.
Look, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
Morgan? Morgan.
Hey,
Hey,
I had a really good time last night, and I was wondering, do you want to go out for drinks?
I'd love to, but I just made plans. Can I take a rain check?
Sure. Yeah. Have you seen Bob around?
He had a doctor's appointment this morning, but I'm surprised he's not back by now.
Okay. Thanks.
I've been thinking. I must have imagined it. I mean, the keys must have been there the whole time.
What did Bob say?
He didn't come in today. He had a doctor's appointment and wound up being out all day.
Look, maybe it's not as crazy as it seems. I was watching this TV show today where this lady was talking about the supernatural. Okay, well, here, I taped it, okay? Sit down.
Lorraine Warren has investigated the supernatural for 30 years.
The spirit is attracted to our aura, the supernatural glow that surrounds our physical body, because that depicts the person that we really are.
Yeah.
Do you think this Lorraine Warren has a website?
Maybe, yeah. Should check.
We became admirers of Lorraine Warren's cases and investigative techniques. The cases that she's dealt with have always been very difficult and very strenuous, yet she's pulled through them. We thought, because we had nowhere else to turn for advice, that Lorraine Warren might be our best bet.
Lights. Should light.
Having trouble? I think you got the whole candle thing covered.
I need this one to light.
Well, maybe the wick got wet somehow.
This wick would not even accept the flame.
I was diagnosed with cancer today.
What? What did you say?
I said blood cancer.
Oh my God, Bob, I'm so sorry.
You know what? I think I have a lighter.
I was devastated. This could mean the end of a very close friend.
Bob? Bob, I'm really sorry.
Not right now, please.
Okay, just, if you need to talk.
Leave me alone!
So I don't know what to think. I mean, first Bob thinks he sees a little boy, and now I'm hearing things, seeing things. What are you thinking?
I am thinking that this is the most fascinating first date of all time. But seriously, do you believe in this stuff?
Yeah,
Why?
I have my reasons.
Ooh, a mystery girl. I like it. Come on, let's go. I will prove to you that there is a scientific explanation for all of this. And I will even get that candle of yours to light.
Okay.
I am actually certified
Oh my God.
as a master candle lighter. 1, 2. See?
Yeah.
There's a special touch.
Thanks, Mr. Pyromaniac, but the green candle's the one that won't light.
Observe. We light the lighter. Huh.
Told you so.
What just happened?
Sparks were coming off this candle like a sparkler, and this was just a normal wick wax candle.
What's going on with Bob?
He's working through some issues.
Then I better get going then. Well, then, good night, mystery girl.
Bob?
Not now.
I wanted to be there for Bob as a friend, but he almost seemed to be losing himself, talking to this little boy.
What? What was that?
You're not alone anymore. You're not alone.
You always know what to say.
The next morning,
Yes, I know. Hard to believe. It's Bob in the flesh. Washed, dressed, and not foaming at the mouth. Look, I even made coffee.
Thanks. So you're feeling better?
Oh, much. A decent meal in my stomach.
Morgan is thankful for Bob's renewed spirits.
Well, good.
He's even
Talk to
planned
the
a
boys.
trip to visit his sons.
I'm going up to Saskatchewan right after work today for the weekend.
Oh, Bob, that's great.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about me. I'll see you.
I didn't know if it was going to attack me. All I know is that it wanted me very scared. Something more than a child was in the house.
Okay, sir, I think we fixed it. Now just hit restart.
Bob, something happened. I was in the shower and these hands are pushing in on me.
No, sir, don't hit any other keys just yet. Can you please hold? Sir, can you please hold?
I think it was Joseph. He was trying to threaten me.
You can't possibly think it was Joseph. He's just a little boy.
I just heard everything you said. You need to calm down.
I don't want to. I don't want to calm down.
All I'm saying is that could have been explained by an updraft of cold air.
If you have hot water entering and it's a cold bathroom, the hot air rises and pulls in the shower curtain.
So you're telling me you'd rather believe in this paranormal mumbo jumbo? Why?
Because it's happened before, okay? When I was a little girl, I woke up in the middle of the night.
I saw this white, opaque, transparent form. It scared me beyond anything that I have ever experienced since.
Morgan, those were nightmares.
Just forget it.
Little girls have nightmares all the time.
Just forget it.
Here's this guy that's supposed to be my friend, and he A, doesn't believe me, and B, is just being, completely unsupportive.
Morgan seeks the help of the one person she knows will understand.
So what's up? I'm scared. I have an idea.
Stephanie, she was fascinated by what was happening, but at the same time, she was worried. This was a place that I had called my home, and she really knew what that meant to me.
Did some research, and I really feel like we can prove that Joseph really exists, once and for all.
How are we gonna do this? We don't have any high-tech equipment.
Sure we do.
Stephanie believes they can capture the disembodied voice of Joseph on tape,
It's not much, but
what paranormal experts call an EVP, or electronic voice phenomena.
Yeah, I think it'll be able to work. What was
did you hear that? Oh my gosh. Say Nancy. Did you lock the front door?
Of course.
You sure?
Yeah.
No, seriously, there's somebody here.
I can't believe it.
I definitely felt like the spirit was directing its anger towards me. It was almost declaring a challenge.
You know how you said most spirits aren't dangerous? I think this one is.
You should do the honors.
Who are you? How old are you? We're talking to the spirit that resides here. Did you knock over my figurine? How long have you been living here? The reason you chose this apartment? What do you want from us? Show yourself to us.
The process is slow and painstaking.
We're talking to the spirit that resides here. What's your name? Did you knock over my figurine?
We thought we were really onto something, that we'd be able to get some results. There was nothing.
Morgan is nervous spending the night, but it's too late to call the neighbor who helped carry Stephanie up the stairs.
I have one problem, though.
I was able to get into her bed with not too much trouble, but we realized that we weren't going to be able to get me back out of the bed.
Don't worry about it. We'll call court in the morning, okay?
Only if we're desperate.
Is that Bob? Maybe he came home early.
I don't think so.
Morgan.
Hold on.
Morgan, what's going on? Morgan, I can't see you. Morgan! Morgan!
Okay, call court.
Steph and I were basically stuck. I didn't want to leave her sitting there because I knew it could lock the doors, and I knew it would probably take that opportunity to get the two of us apart.
Nobody's answering. Leave us alone! No! Morgan, I can't see anything!
From 1:35 to 6 o'clock the next morning, we listened to this thing open and slam the door.
At dawn, Morgan reaches court, and together they take Stephanie home.
I just think that it would be safer if you went away for a few days. I mean, do your parents live around here? Is there someplace you can go so this all can cool down?
So now you're a believer?
I believe in you.
This was my home. I just was not willing to give that up, whether we had to deal with a spirit or not.
Everything seemed to be going against her. Now she actually had a chance to discover who she was.
Hey, I got this on my trip. It's been specially blessed, so it would light the peace candle for sure. You want to see?
Sure.
Morgan recalls reading that changes in temperature, even merely striking a match, can generate spirit activity.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
No way.
The green candle lit without any sparking or hissing. It really made me wonder what is going on here.
Bob, something happened last night.
At work, his personality was completely different. At the apartment, Bob was quite eerie and odd. It was unsettling.
Did you see if we got anything?
I guess.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
No way. It lit.
And that scream was confirmation.
It's time
We
to
were
call the
dealing with something that was not a child. We really needed answers at this point.
Hello, Miss Warren. This is Morgan Knudsen from Canada.
Morgan contacts Lorraine Warren, the renowned paranormal investigator she'd seen on TV.
Things are getting pretty worse. My roommate, Bob, he's been acting...
Morgan's description of the activity and Bob's obsession with Joseph send up a red flag to Warren.
She knew immediately that it was not a human spirit. This was a front that this entity has put up in order to get itself into the house.
Warren warns Morgan that she's not the entity's prime target. It's Bob.
She's dealing with an individual who is under demonic possession. That person is not there. Something has taken over.
Okay.
Bob has fallen victim due to his emotional and physical distress.
Okay, well...
The weakest, most vulnerable individual is the one who is going to come under possession.
Warren tells Morgan that her only hope lies in spiritually fortifying herself and convincing Bob to renounce Joseph.
Look, you don't have anywhere else to go. Come crash at my place tonight.
Morgan appreciates the
I
offer,
gotta help Bob.
but isn't ready to give up on her roommate.
I wanted to be there for Bob. He didn't have anywhere to go or anybody to take care of him.
He's gone, huh? Good.
If Bob refuses help, Warren fears the worst.
It was inevitable. There was going to be a tragedy in that home.
Morgan's only hope for Bob is to follow Lorraine Warren's advice.
Bob, I know how to make things right again. We have to get a priest.
No.
You have to know that you're not the same as you used to be.
Yeah, well, a cancer diagnosis will do that to you.
It's not it. I bet your boys noticed it.
Don't you say anything about this!
There's something dark, evil, and scary going on, and you know it!
All right, if I do it, will you shut up?
All right, here we are. Come on. Come on.
I'm not going in there.
Bob, just come inside.
I'm not doing this.
Bob.
Distraught but determined, Morgan meets with a Catholic priest. To repel evil, he suggests displaying symbols of God throughout the house and reciting the prayer of Saint Benedict, patron saint of the poisoned. The priest regrets not helping more, but for that, he would need to meet with Bob.
What are you? Some kind of Jesus freak now? I'm gonna say this once. Take it down! This isn't me. I have all this anger in me and I don't know where it's coming from.
Well, maybe if you just ignore this Joseph just for one night, then maybe...
There you go again, talking about things you know nothing about! What is it gonna take to get through to you?
I was attacked. Whatever it was gonna do, I had no chance. I was greatly concerned for Bob, but I had to start looking at myself and the idea that I needed to get out.
But before Morgan leaves for good, she resolves to follow through with the priest's advice. Several nights later, She persuades Court to recite the prayer of St. Benedict with her.
O glorious Saint Benedict, sublime model of all virtues, behold me, humbly kneeling. Saint Benedict, sublime model of all virtues, behold me, humbly kneeling at thy feet. To thee I have recourse in all the dangers which... Did you hear that?
Let's keep going.
Shield me against my enemies. Inspire me to imitate thee in all things.
To live and die as a faithful child of God.
And to attain the eternal happiness of heaven. Amen. Okay, we need to get out of here.
Wait. Mom! Mom!
Joseph. I've missed you, Joseph.
Are we alone now? Are we alone now? Are we alone now? Are we alone now?
Hey. Feeling any better?
For the next 2 weeks, Morgan stays with Court.
Well, we at least agreed on one thing.
I move in here.
But Morgan still must retrieve her belongings, leaving Court worried.
You sure about this?
Absolutely.
You will wait for my call, right?
I will.
Okay.
Bob was definitely demonstrating hostility and anger, and I had no way of knowing to what degree that would escalate to.
Make sure your phone's turned on.
Hey, welcome back, buddy.
I got a call from Courtney. He said I've been gone about 2 weeks.
Hello?
He just showed up.
Okay.
How's the chemo going?
It's almost finished. Say, where's Morgan?
Home, I think. She took the day off. Said something about personal business. Finish those reports.
Thank you. Oh, and here are the new forms we're supposed to use from now on.
Okay.
Where's Bob?
I don't know. It's weird. He just took off.
When?
About an hour ago. Still think he's sick?
I need to make a phone call.
going somewhere?
Bob, I wanted to tell you.
You come in here, sneaking around.
No, I still care about you. I want to help you, but I can't anymore. If you would just let go of Joseph, he's not who you think he is. He's not some little boy who needs you.
Of course he doesn't need me. I need him! Just go. Get out of here! Take your stupid dolls with you. Joseph never liked them, but you already know that.
You're not alone anymore. You're not alone.
Was completely inhuman. Black eyes, thick gray skin, twisted limbs. This is the little boy. This is Joseph. I left with knowing there is nothing more I could have done.
Bob stops showing up at work. Soon after, he moves out of the apartment, leaving no forwarding address. It has been 4 years, and Morgan and Court's relationship continues to grow. Morgan and Stephanie remain friends. They are also colleagues, having formed Entity Seeker, an agency that helps those endangered by the paranormal.
Take a look at the house.
There are people that need help that don't feel that there are resources anywhere to get some answers. This incident has really helped me relate to them. And I know that they're feeling when they're faced with something like this.
Look at this hair shirt. Look at that face.
In this world, there is real evil. In the darkest shadows and in the most ordinary places. These are the true stories of the innocent and the unimaginable. On Halloween night, Nick Webber leads his friends to a mysterious cemetery to seek the truth of a local legend that refuses to die. Stalked by angry spirits, the teenagers must face their fears of the unknown if they want to survive until dawn. Between the world we see and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality. Every town has a legend. A haunted house cloaked in fantasy where children fear to tread. A hospital bustling with life that reeks of death. Everyday reminders of past transgressions, suicide, murder, blasphemy. The legends survive the years, feeding our imaginations and sometimes urging us to question our beliefs. Those who dare to experience the supernatural firsthand seek personal answers to timeless questions. When they tell their story, the legend is reborn for someone new. Green Lake, Wisconsin, once known as the village of Dartford, was settled in the mid-1800s. Lured by the majestic shores of Green Lake, pioneers built this small farming community on the trade of grain. As with most small towns, its history is rich in folklore and urban legend. Most tales are passed down for pleasure, but there are others whispered in the darkness, warning those who dare to uncover the truth. In the center of Green Lake lies an old cemetery, which stands as testament to the town's past and to those who once lived there. Legend says that it's haunted.
Let's go.
On dark nights, when they have nothing better to do, local teens test the legend for themselves.
I think I see the mausoleum.
I want to check out the Indian graves first. That is creepy. Come on, let's go.
Inside Dartford Cemetery is an old mausoleum, the final resting place of some of the town's pioneers.
So, who's going first?
This was her idea.
Okay. Okay, I'll go first.
So, what's supposed to happen now?
Now we wait.
This is stupid.
Tell him what happened on Halloween.
I will as soon as he gets up here.
Okay, so what happened on Halloween?
First of all, you have to remember, this happened to people from our school. People we know.
What?
You're gonna be late.
Halloween, 2005. 16-year-old Nick Weber lives with his mother in Montello, Wisconsin, 25 miles outside of Green Lake.
Get a move on, babe. Any big plans for tonight?
Oh, just the usual. Sex, drugs, ritualistic killings.
Where are my keys?
They're by the door, Mom.
Since the recent divorce of his parents, Nick doesn't see much of his mom.
My mom's work schedule and my school schedule didn't always work too well together.
Listen, I'm gonna be late tonight coming home, but I have leftovers in the fridge for you, okay? Ritualistic killings, huh?
Yeah, or I might just go over to Christian's house and watch movies.
Good. Happy Halloween, honey, and don't be late for school, okay?
Love you.
Love you.
Montello's population is only 1,400, so there are not a lot of things for teenagers to do around town. Nick looks for an interesting place where he and his friends can spend Halloween night.
I came across a website that had a database of different places in Wisconsin that had haunted locations.
Chad Lewis is the creator and webmaster of Unexplained Research. Lewis has spent over 10 years researching and collecting stories from people who have had paranormal experiences related to legends like the one surrounding the Dartford Cemetery.
I'm interested in folklore and urban legend, really out of the same reasons people have been interested in it since the beginning of time: curiosity. I don't know what happens when we die. I don't know if we're alone in the universe, but I really want to find this out.
After launching his website, Lewis was inundated with emails from young people performing what they call legend trips. Casual investigations of allegedly haunted places.
What they want is to go and visit these places and then decide for themselves whether or not they believe it's haunted.
Chad investigates and then profiles the legends he receives from his readers. One, the legend of Witch Road, gets a lot of attention. It was supposedly named after a witch that once lived there. Her house still stands in the woods.
One of my favorite stories about Witch Road is a couple were there with their 4-year-old son.
I'm gonna take some pictures of the house.
5 minutes, Jeff. Okay, I really don't like it out here.
What are you doing here?
Michael? What are you doing?
Who are you talking to?
He said he was talking to that nice little girl who lives in the woods.
Jeff? Jeff, we're leaving right now! Don't do that! We are leaving.
Others have had similar experiences on Witch Road. But the identity of the little girl remains a mystery. The ghost of Hilbert Road is another popular legend.
It should be right up ahead. The website said something about a tree on the right-hand side of the road. Well, slow down, I think I see it.
In the early 1900s, a young woman was killed on that road.
Hey man, are you all right?
Have you seen my daughter?
Dude, let's get out of here!
But yet it's not she that is haunting that place, it is her father.
The more popular legend trips propose a dare, something the seeker must do in order to prompt a supernatural occurrence. One example is the mausoleum in the center of Dartford Cemetery.
The dare is that if you stand or sit on the mausoleum, that someone or something will push you off.
Nick is intrigued.
I didn't necessarily believe in ghosts, but I always thought it was a possibility.
Later that afternoon, Nick tells his best friend about the local legend. He knows that if anyone is willing to take the dare, it's Christian Adams.
I have got an idea for tonight. We are going to a haunted cemetery. Ooh, scary. I looked it up.
One way I describe myself would be a troublemaker, kind of disregarded the rules.
Really, I looked up this website about the cemetery in Green Lake. It's an old pioneer cemetery, and people have supposedly seen all kinds of ghosts walking around in there. An Indian chief. There's this dare that if you sit on top of this mausoleum, a ghost will push you off.
Dude, you're gullible as hell. But I'm game, let's do it.
The dare intrigued us because it was actually something that we could try.
What are we doing?
What are you doing? Get off my car, John boy.
Nick and Christian hang out with John Lloyd.
In high school, we played a lot of prank jokes on a lot of people, and everybody knew us because of that.
We're going to a haunted cemetery tonight, John.
Cemetery? Nick, we need to get you a girlfriend.
No, you're really gonna love it.
No, dude, you got exactly 2 seconds to get off my car.
Look, I got baseball practice anyway. See you guys later.
Peace. Dude, if I was you, I wouldn't tell John about the dare.
We didn't really want to tell him about the whole dare thing. He scares kind of easy, so we decided to just kind of withhold that information from him.
After school,
Christian! What? Come look at this. The dare. If you sit on the roof of this mausoleum, a ghost will push you off.
I'm a Polish immigrant. I was raised by strict Roman Catholic parents, so as far as ghosts, I never really put much thought into it.
You don't actually believe this stuff, do you?
No, not really, but it will freak John out.
Hey, come on, then let's go get him! Baseball season's over, Johnny! Give it up!
Don't you guys have anything better to do? Are you going with us tonight or what, John?
Nah, I think I'd rather go to a party.
I did not like the idea of going to a cemetery on Halloween. There's no point to put yourself through something that is going to terrify you when you really don't have to.
Aw, come on, you big baby. We'll protect you.
I think I'm gonna spend my night among the living.
In this town, what difference does it make? Think about your friends. Think about your fans. You can't abandon us like this.
Come on, John. It'll be fun. I promise.
Okay.
All right, then stop sucking and let's roll.
I was raised to believe that there is no paranormal, that there is no such thing as ghosts, no haunted places, no haunted houses.
Are we going or what?
I thought you didn't want to go to the cemetery.
I want to go somewhere.
He's right. Let's get out of here.
So who's buried at this cemetery?
Bunch of old pioneers. Some Civil War soldiers.
Sounds like a blast.
One of them is an old Indian chief. He went to go pay tribute to the water gods one day. He never made it. Supposedly his spirit's still there, and he doesn't like it when people are in the cemetery at night.
Sorry! Stop! Give me a heart attack.
I'm sorry, honey. Oh. Listen, you guys just have him home by midnight, okay?
So, who's she supposed to be? Marilyn Manson?
Good one.
This has potential.
When we first got a glimpse of the cemetery, it was the creepiest place I've ever seen.
Hey, you coming?
Did anybody bring a flashlight? But how are we supposed to see in there?
Good enough.
That's some real firepower.
It seemed like everything in the cemetery was watching you.
As we walked through the gravestones, you could see that they'd been worn down with time.
What are you doing?
It felt like something grabbed my leg.
Do not kid a kidder, Weber. Move your butt.
I had never felt anything like that in my life.
John, come stand right here. No way.
Are you coming?
I went along and kind of put it behind me.
Knock, knock. Anyone home? Bring it out. Hello? Wakey, wakey.
I figured that provoking
Wake it up
a
in
ghost
there,
to
come
do
on.
something might actually work.
Hello? Bring out your dead. I guess no one's home.
See how much you laugh when you got a mouthful of busted teeth.
John, I was just kidding.
This is stupid. I'm going back to the car.
John, look, you made him mad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, go get him.
John, wait.
After you screamed in my ear, I was not only terrified, but very angry. Nick knows that I don't like to be scared.
John, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were gonna freak like that.
I didn't. It's just I'm over this cemetery, and really, what's the point? Why don't we just go back to Montello and go to the party?
We were kidding, John. We'll go home soon, I promise. Truce for now. Let's go.
So, Nick, that Tina girl from my physics class definitely wants your body.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm serious. Have you seen the way she looks at you?
She does talk to you a lot.
But in the back of my head, there's that creepy feeling that there's somebody there that didn't want us there. I didn't really want to act afraid in front of my two buddies.
Look at this.
Christian notices a large crack in the mausoleum.
This wasn't here before we sat down, was it?
I don't think so. I think we should move.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I knew that that crack wasn't there before.
What are you doing?
We didn't do anything, John.
No, I'm not falling for another one of your pranks.
It felt like somebody had pushed me.
This wasn't a prank. We were standing right here.
Then someone else is here.
What?
What the hell was it then?
You probably just fell, John.
Yeah.
No, I was pushed off.
You're kidding me, right?
No, I'm serious. Something pushed
It just
me
so
off.
happened that the one person that we neglected to tell about Adair, that's the person that actually gets pushed off.
It worked. The dare, it actually worked.
What dare?
If you sit on this mausoleum, a ghost will push you off.
What? I'm going back to the car.
No, we can't go back to the car now. Don't you want to see if this is real?
I do know. I felt it.
I'm saying, I want to see if this is for real.
I guess I'll go back with him.
Okay? I'll see you two guys in the car.
Later.
I was intrigued by what had happened to John. This might actually be a more interesting night than we had hoped.
Do you think it's a good idea leaving Christian back there?
Why not? If he's so determined to find something, then let him find something.
I was worried about what might happen if we split up.
What? What is it? What is it?
It's probably just Christian trying to sneak up on us.
I'll go get him.
I'm going back to the car.
I thought I heard the sound of children. Why would there be children out this time of night near a cemetery?
John?
I kept getting the feeling that something was watching me, and I could see, like, shadows out of the corner of my eye.
John?
Christian? This isn't funny.
To see the names and dates to change on a headstone, they're changing for some odd reason, and I didn't want to be there to find out why.
Oh, stop it! It's Nick. It's me, John. It's all right. What's wrong?
I had not a clue what was happening.
Whatever was showing itself wanted us to leave.
Christian explores the oldest graves in the Pioneer section.
A lot of these tombstones had this kind of a bluish gleam around them. It was just really creepy because there's absolutely no reason why I should have been there. I noticed that there were these peculiar tombstones. They were very thin tombstones with this oval thing on top. I looked back and there was 5 of these weird-looking tombstones. I know there was 7 when I looked the first time. At that point, I became a lot more scared.
Okay, I know someone's here.
They were just standing there. What do I do if, they start coming towards me? Should I run?
What does the website say about the mausoleum?
It just says that if you sit on it, you'll be pushed off.
Well, who's buried there?
I don't know. Something's wrong with him. Christian, what happened?
Let's get out of here.
I didn't tell the guys about the experiences that I had because I felt like maybe I was the only one.
I didn't really want them to say that they saw the same things that I saw. If they'd have said that, then that would have really been too much for me to handle at that point.
For all of that to happen at once put so many questions in your head. That's probably why we weren't talking to each other, because we were thinking too much about what had happened.
See you tomorrow, man.
See you guys tomorrow.
Nick searches for any information about the cemetery that can help him come to terms with what happened there. The mausoleum is rumored to house the remains of several children who died of polio. But he can find no evidence of a crack on its surface.
I think that the crack may have actually been the way that they escaped from the mausoleum. It made me feel uneasy that we had possibly disturbed the spirits of these children. It just puzzled me why these things happened and why they happened to us.
Nick thinks his dream is a message from beyond.
The point of the dream was that I shouldn't go back.
The next day, he tells his friends everything.
My dream, it was weird. It wasn't just ghosts of dead people. It was, like, evil.
I saw two kids at the cemetery. They were standing right in front of me. I thought I was going crazy.
I saw something too.
Yeah, me too.
It was kind of surprising and reassuring to all of us that we all kind of had things happen to us.
You couldn't pay me to set foot inside another cemetery.
I don't know what would have happened if we had stayed there that night.
They're standing right in front of me.
It was a very scary and traumatic experience for me.
And the three of us know we're not crazy, right? Who the hell's gonna believe us?
As the story of Dartford Cemetery passes on from one person to the next, the legend trip continues.
I was pushed off. It was evil.
After hearing the rumors and doing some research on his own, 18-year-old Corbin Van Buren and his friends visit the graveyard in the fall of 2006.
Let's go.
We were interested in going up just for the thrill. And we figured everything we had heard was a joke.
I think I see the mausoleum.
I want to check out the Indian chief's grave first.
What is it?
I thought I heard something.
Don't worry about it.
As we were walking through the cemetery, we would hear twigs snapping behind us, leaves rustling around. We had the feeling of something following us.
Corbin inspects the grave of a fabled Indian chief.
The rumor about him was that you would see him walking around in his full uniform, full headdress.
That is creepy.
Let's go to the mausoleum.
Hang on. I said hang on.
There's somebody else here.
It's probably a family checking up on their relative's grave.
In the middle of the night?
Come on, let's go.
We saw what we thought to be a figure walking through the cemetery. At the time, we just thought it was maybe one of our friends playing tricks on us.
Now you have to remember.
Corbin tells his friends everything he has learned about the legend.
What? Let's get out of here.
That's when we realized that it was not one of our friends trying to play a trick on us. All of us were scared to the point where we felt it wanted us out.
What was that?
I don't know, man.
We didn't know what happened. It was something that couldn't be naturally explained.
What happened to your arms?
The marks seem to be maybe an animal claw of some sort.
Corbin is struck by a sudden pain.
It felt like someone was just taking a knife and stabbing it right through my leg. We knew it wasn't anything from brush or trees or anything on that order. We knew it had to have been something that had gotten to us.
That night, Corbin compares his encounter with the ones posted on Chad Lewis's website.
After having that experience, we do believe the other stories that we had heard.
To this day, legend trippers continue to explore Dartford Cemetery, tempting fate and hoping to get an answer about what lies beyond the physical world. But John, Christian, and Nick will never return.
If we had stayed there longer, who knows how physical they could have gotten. It was just a good thing that we had left when we did.
If there's spirits there, there could be spirits anywhere. Spirits might be all around us.
I think that the spirits are all still in the cemetery, but some things are better left alone.